Hey guys, welcome back to another week's episode of the Budget 4x4 Life. Today we're going to be installing a pretty cool modification to the car. Now some people will either love it or they will hate it. In my opinion, it's a pretty cool modification. It not only looks cool at night, but it actually serves a purpose if you want to be forward driving at night anyway. So we're going to be installing this. It's a rock glide kit from mictuning. So I'm very excited to get into it, and it's got everything I need. And yeah, just to make the Pajero shine at night. So pretty excited. Let's get into it and see how to install a rock glide kit and what it looks like in the end. Let's go for it. Righto guys, so just really quickly, this is the whole kit as you can see, and there's 8 pieces, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm probably gonna put one at the front, one at the back, and then in all 4 of the arches. It comes with these rubber mounts as well, which is pretty good. As you can see, you can literally wire it into there, and then you can mount it flush to the chassis or wherever you're going to mount it to, and the wires won't be in the way. So that's a really smart idea, and as you can see, there's plenty of those ones. It comes with an instructions manual. That's pretty good too, because we're definitely going to need that. Have a read through it just so you have sort of an idea what you're doing. And then of course it also is waterproof, so that is super cool. It means if you do water crossings, that sort of stuff, it's not going to short out. And it is pretty cool that you can also disconnect individual ones in case you don't want to use all of them. So that's handy, and you can also make sure they're nice and secure by just locking it in like that. There you go, and that's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, overall very cool. I definitely like it so far, and it looks like there's plenty enough wire to extend it for long cars as well. And that's probably the most important thing. It comes with an app that you can download. We'll get into that a bit later, but yeah, that is pretty cool. So you can control it from your phone, but we'll get into that. But yeah, also make sure it comes with a fuse, whichever kit you're gonna buy. This one is pretty premium, so you would expect it to come with all the necessary stuff, and it comes with nuts and bolts as well to mount it all up. But yeah, always first things first, any electrical stuff, make sure it works before you install it. So I have my car battery here, so let's have a quick look. Oh, there you go. That is nice and shiny, hey. Wow, I'm proper excited. And that's pretty sharp too, so let's get into it guys. Wow, let's get it installed. I'm very excited. Phew! Let's go for it. So first things first, what you want to do is check where you're going to mount your harness, I would say. Alright, so usually there's like a hot side of your car, that's where the turbo is, and there's the cold side. Normally the battery is on the cold side because that's where less heat is. So yeah, basically we're just gonna mount it somewhere here. So just lay it out, and then also lay out your cables. Make sure you know what length they are, so the short ones can go at the front and the long ones can go at the back. So yeah, let's get it done. We'll lay it out here first, so it's probably going to be something like that, and then there's like a snug position just in there that I'll put it. Obviously it looks a bit messy at the moment because I disconnected some wires, but yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to take the grill off as well, because I reckon I'll put 2 at the front and then on the wheel arches, and then way at the back as well. But yeah, I'm gonna skip the boring part of wiring everything up. I'll do that first, and then I'll show you guys afterwards what I've done and what it looks like. I might even give that a clean as well. So as you can see, that's a bit dirty. Anyway, let's get into it. Awesome guys, so as you can see, it's all wired up very neatly, and I'm super stoked of how it turned out. Now as you also can see, it's very dirty because I tried to fix it up on the Thursday, and on the Friday I left for the 4-drive weekend, and unfortunately I didn't do it in one day. So it definitely takes a bit of time. It's definitely not a one-day job, so if you're going to do it, make sure you have at least a whole weekend to do it. It's not a hard job by any means, but it's the wiring, so it definitely takes a long time. Making sure all the wires run correctly underneath the vehicle, that it's not, you know, going to get in the way of the bash plates when you need to remove that sort of thing. And also it's not close to an exhaust where it's maybe going to melt away and then you have to do it all over again. So it just takes a lot of time with the small little things, making sure all the wires are where they are supposed to be. Now in terms of the wire length, I personally feel it was just long enough. Long wheelbase versions might be a bit of a stretch. That's sort of my review about the wire length. I reckon if it's a bit longer, it's probably going to be a bit better for the longer cars, especially for utes as well. Now the thing is, I said I'm going to wire it inside the guards, but the problem is I actually tried it on the plastics at the front and it just made a big shadow on the wheels itself, so I didn't like that at all. So I took that off and I went for the side steps instead. Now the good thing is with the side steps, it's actually out of the way. So if I'm gonna go off road and if it hits something, it's actually gonna hit the metal bar first of the side step before it will actually hit the light by itself. And then the other thing, I do not recommend at all to drill the lights into the body of the car. So when I got to the back of the car, I saw, okay, there's no plastic at all to, you know, wire or bolt it on to. So yeah, definitely don't drill into your car, because if you do that and you're not happy with the result and you want to take it off, well, you're going to have some holes in your car, or if you're going to sell the car, the next person might not like that at all, and then there's holes in the car. Alright, so definitely look for plastics first where you're going to mount it to. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically just the bolts going through the plastic, and then there's a washer and a nut on the other side just to secure it in place. So yeah, I basically went with the front as well. There's also 2 lights at the front. It makes a big nice light in front of the car, which is good. I definitely don't plan to go off-road with my car at night, but it is nice if I have to, that there's a big wide spread of light in, like underneath the car, so I can see where my wheels go. And having the lights on the side steps as well, you can see where all 4 wheels will be placed, so that is pretty handy. At the back of the car, I didn't have to drill any holes as well. I basically just tucked it away with the wires of the 12 volt going from the front to the rear of the car to the Anderson plug. So I basically just strapped it down and it's held in place because I went for driving and it's still there, so that is pretty good. So yeah, overall it came out well, but I guess you guys want to see what it looks like at night. But let me quickly show you how the app works and then I'll show you guys the final result. Alright guys, so you're basically gonna download that mictuning app. Now you can check on the control box, there is barcodes on there, just scan it with your phone and you'd be able to download it. So yeah, let's have a look. Alrighty, so there you can see, just make sure to turn on your Bluetooth and it should connect automatically with the control box. So that's the unit there, CM8. So let's tap on that. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. Now you can turn it on and off just over there. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Alright, so that's on and off, and you can also select like presets down over here, but you can also create your own one. You can set the speed, the brightness, the, I don't know, fastness. Yep, so that is obviously way too fast, so you can just turn that down. And there you go, so that is obviously way better. But yeah, you can basically go any color you want. That's a beauty, even like a yellow. That is pretty cool as well. But yeah, the overall good thing about the app is you don't get this with all the premium kits out there. So with the mictuning one, that is cool, and it's also got the best feature, which is music. Right, so you basically just tap on music. I think it's going through your phone, so la da ra da da do do do. like cringe noises. But yeah, so that is basically working, and you can also change color. Right, so that's pretty cool. But yeah guys, so that is the app right there. Super easy to use, and you can also turn it on and off over there, so that is cool. Right, the other thing though, all these wires, like if you guys know like a little box I can get where I can mount all the wires to, that'd be awesome, because it is getting a bit crowded with all the wires. So let me down in the description below if there is something that you guys come up with just to make it all neater. But anyway, let's check it out at night. Awesome guys, so there you have it. That's what it looks like at night. I reckon it looks pretty cool. I mean, there's like a 360 surround of light around the car, so it looks pretty good, and there's no shadows, so I reckon the install went pretty well. I mean, my partner thinks it's very cringe, so won't talk about that. I'll just turn it off when she's around and turn it on when it's a boys weekend, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys reckon about it? Is it something that you would get yourself as well, or what's your thoughts? I mean, like I said in the start, you're either going to love it or hate it, but I reckon it came out pretty good. So the verdict is, I mean, it does take a little while to install with all the nitty-gritty stuff, but I mean, apart from that, it is a premium kit, and I love that you have the app from mictuning as well. By the way, it's Android and iOS compatible as well, so and they're looking after everyone out there. So yeah guys, let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully this video helped you out. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.